Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, January 20th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only, that's me, the king of the ice himself, Philly Pete, and we are live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, wherever you may be. This show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by MyBookie.ag. Sports are here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we are rocking and rolling into the new year. Hockey's been off to a hot start, even another hot start last night. So let's get rocking and rolling here. MyBookie.ag. When you sign up for an account with MyBookie, please make sure you use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports. That's 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, like you see on the promo underneath the banner here. 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces when you sign up for MyBookie.ag. Use that promo code again, 12 Ounce Sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. And always remember to gamble responsibly. Once again, that's mybookie.ag. Use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports, and they will match your first deposit up to $1,000. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. Ladies and gentlemen out there that are tuning into this Wednesday episode of Pete's Power Plays, welcome aboard here. Those that don't have Zingo TV, I highly recommend you get it. It is a free app. All you got to do is download it on any free streaming device that you have, whether it's Amazon Fire Stick, Roku TV, Google Chromecast, Apple TV. It is an app. It's for free. Download it. When doing so, put in the promo code 12 Ounce 12OZ. Switch to channel 761, and here we are. We're live with today's episode of Pete's Power Plays. Last but not least, Amazon.com. We have our own website there, and start buying something today, will you? And make sure you use www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Once again, www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We had a hell of an evening as well. Clients went 1-2, unfortunately. Their only losses, unfortunately, the two losses, and I think a lot of people were on these teams last night, but the Senators and the Capitals. Unbelievable, bad breaks. That's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But hey, it is a long NHL season. Clients are still 11-7-1, profiting big time right now. But the Senators, they were up all game, up 3-2, couldn't close it out. The Winnipeg Jets tie the game up, go to overtime, and the Senators lose 4-3. Doesn't get better than that. The Capitals, however, up 4-2 with a 5-on-3 and a terrible dump, okay? And next thing you know, the Penguins score, make it 4-3, and then another penalty coming up on Oshie, and Penguins tie up the game up 4-4. Terrible, absolutely terrible. It could have been a 5-2 because the Capitals were on a 5-on-3. Should have easily been a 5-2 game, no problem, and an easy money. But we got stuck with a 4-4 game, going to overtime, and of course, the Penguins won in overtime. So Capitals lost, Senators lost, but unfortunately, the over 5.5 between the Rangers and the Devils cashed out for the Clients. So the Clients go 1-2, a little bit of a losing night, but that's okay. It was basically the first losing night for the Clients for the first week of the NHL. So you can't really go wrong there. They're still rocking and rolling. Twitter, 5-3 overall. I mean, what can I say about this? This is a phenomenal night as well. Let me get into those picks as we speak right here. So last night we had the, Devils plus 1.5 parlayed with the Red Wings plus 1.5. This is a puck line parlay. That paid out plus 140. That was a winner. So once again, Devils plus 1.5, Red Wings plus 1.5 on the puck line, paid out plus 140. Congratulations as well to those that tailed. Flyers first period minus a half goal at plus 165. I loved that. I love that play big time. I absolutely did. I figured maybe the Flyers could come out flying, no pun intended, and maybe take a goal or 2-goal advantage after the first. It did not happen. But however, they did win the game 3-0. So that was a loser. Jets Senators over 6. That was an easy winner, obviously, because we had the Senators as a client play. So of course we had 3-3 going to overtime. So that was a guaranteed winner. Panthers Blackhawks. I said this again, time and time again. You see this over 6, over 6.5. It didn't matter. That was a winner as well. And of course, the Senators Jets backed by high demand. I know I didn't have a first period over. A lot of you reached out to me in regards to, hey, where's your first period overs? You're the king of that, So, let's do it. Let's get a first period over. So I gave you all the Senators Jets over first period. Those are no problem whatsoever. It was a 2-0 Senators lead after the first. So all in all, between the Twitter and the client plays, it goes 5-3 with a plus 2.35 unit on the evening. Full recap once again: Devils plus 1.5, Red Wings plus 1.5, puck line parlay at plus 140 that cashed out. Flyers first period minus a half a goal. That was a loser. Jets Senators over 6. That was a winner. Panthers Hawks over 6. That was another winner. Senators Jets over first period. Winner. Rangers Devils over 5.5. That was a winner. That was a client play. And the other two client plays, as we all know, Capitals money line, Senators money line, both are losses, unfortunately. That's how the cookie crumbles. But again, overall 5-3 plus 2.35 on the evening, with an overall Philly Pete right now. Philly Pete's plays, including client and Twitter plays, 37 wins, 16 losses, and 1 tie. Again, 37 wins, 16 losses, and the one lovely push that we all love. Giving me a grand total right now of plus 21.35 units. We are over the 20-unit mark right now. Huge start to the first week of the NHL season for Philly Pete and those that tail. So again, congrats to those that have been tailing. And again, plus 21.35 units. This is a phenomenal start to the season. Again, it's a long season. We're going to have ups and downs, ladies and gentlemen. But let's enjoy this first week. We had a great week. Clients had a great first week as well. And here is going into basically week 2 of the NHL season. So let's get rocking and rolling. Yesterday's plays that were on the show went 10-1-1. Unbelievable. Those that did listen to my show yesterday, like always, cashed out one hell of a night if you played all of them. If you played all of them, congratulations. I mean, kudos to you for taking all 12 picks. But there you have it. A recap of that. Devils money line, that was a winner. Like I said, the plus 1.5 cashed out. The over 5.5 cashed out. But the plays on the show yesterday, Devils money line, that was a winner. I said the Flyers money line, that was a winner as well, that they would bounce back, and they did. In a shutout fashion by Brian Elliott. The over 6, I did say that was a loser, unfortunately. The Hawks puck line at plus 1.5, that was a winner. The first period over was a winner as well. Hawks team total over 2.5, that was a winner as well. I told you that they would be getting more goals. Patrick Kane will score, and he did. And they will have more offense, and they did. They scored over that 2.5 goal. So there you go. The team total cashes out. And the over 6.5, of course, 6 or 6.5, whatever you had there, that was a winner as well. Of course, that was a Twitter play. Capitals Penguins. I said it time and time again. I mentioned on the show yesterday that if you don't know by now, these two teams obviously cash out big time on the overs. Here it is. Obviously, we know Caps money line was a client play that lost in, of course, amazing fashion. Why not blow a 2-goal lead? Anyway, it's a new day. I'm not going to dwell over it. These things happen, ladies and gentlemen. These things happen. There's no need to dwell over the team that lost the day after. Let's move on. Today's a new day. We're going to cash out big once again. So the over first period of the Caps Penguins, again, that cashed out. That was a winner. And the over 6.5, another winner as well between these two teams. I'm telling you. These two teams can score, and they did a lot. So those were 2 easy winners for the show that those that tuned in. Winnipeg Ottawa game, you had the Senators plus 1.5 on the puck line. That was a winner. The over 6 obviously was a winner. Was a winner as well. That was on the show. That was all on the show and on Twitter. That was a Twitter play of mine. Another show play that hit was the Senators team total over 2.5. We rocked that out the other night when they hit the over 2.5 against Toronto. I decided to do it again on the show, and that cashed out. And of course, Senators money line was a loser. That was for the clients. Columbus and Detroit show plays under 5.5, another winner. And Detroit plus 1.5. That was another winner as well on the puck line. Of course, that was part of the parlay with the Devils puck line at plus 1.5. And last but not least, the Colorado Avalanche and the LA Kings. I had the Avs -1 on the show yesterday, and that pushed. Avalanche were up 3-0. They gave up a goal in the second, make it 3-1. And then, of course, the final was the 3-2 there in LA. And unfortunately, it's a push. It's all good. So overall, like I said, between the Twitter and the client plays, 5-3 overall. The show plays yesterday went 10-1-1. So congratulations to those. Those show plays, again, this is why I do this. Even if they're not on my Twitter plays or my client plays, I talk about them on the show. So if you're not leaning, if you don't like what I have on my lineup for Twitter, listen to the show. This is why I do this, for your viewing pleasures only and your NHL gambling pleasures only, and for entertainment. Okay, I'm always here for entertainment. Again, today I'm rocking the gray Pete's Power Plays hoodie. So again, the link is on my bio to those that are interested in buying some Pete's Power Plays apparel. Go ahead, check it out. Scroll down. You'll find a bunch of Pete's Power Plays apparel. Like I said, you have T-shirts, you have tanks, you have women's tanks. Women's clothing as well. Those women that support Pete's Power Plays. I know there's a bunch of you out there that bought some already. Hoodies, T-shirts, like I said, onesies for babies. Everything, even face masks. Keep everything safe during this pandemic that we're going through, and hopefully these tables turn soon. We're ready to get back to normalcy and have some fans in arenas. So, but there you go, rocking the gray. I had the white on yesterday. So once again, click on that bio if you're interested in representing and supporting myself, Philly Pete, and Pete's Power Plays today, right now. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and when I get back, I'm going to talk tonight's slate. We got 5 games on tap and a few plays that are already circled for the clients and everyone else. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 2. I'll be right back.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. But challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world. We're doing everything we can to get you what you need, and doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging in there. This is the Wednesday, January 20th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one and the only, that's me, the king of the ice himself, Philly Pete. And again, we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and tuning in with yours truly right here. So good afternoon in the East, rise and shine out West, good night wherever you are across the world, across the globe. Thank you for tuning into today's episode of Pete's Power Plays. So let's get into it. Tonight's 5-game slate we have on tap here tonight. We have starting off with Edmonton and Toronto, 75% of the money. First off, Toronto minus 150 on the money line, Edmonton plus 130 on the money line. There you have it. Toronto, 75% of the money heading that way, Toronto's way. There's a big advantage there for Toronto. Edmonton, 25% of the money is going that way. Now, we know Toronto could give up goals. We know Toronto can also give up leads. We also know Toronto can lose games. Edmonton, not the best start that those fans up there would hope for with an offense like that. But that also happens because you don't have defense or goaltending up there in Edmonton. So when you look at this game here, you have a 1-3 Oilers team. You also have a 3-1 Toronto team. I mean, this is going to be a great game. All right, I'm all over it. I'm telling you right now, the over-under here is at 6.5. Okay, we knew it was going to happen. All right, and don't be surprised if it goes up to 7. I mean, we're going to see some 7-goal total games this season. We will. Oh, absolutely. You heard it here first from Philly Pete. Simple as that. But right now, we're lucky enough to get the over 6.5 here. Okay, over-run set at 6.5. Once again, Toronto minus 150 on the money line. Oilers plus 130. 75% of the money is going towards Toronto, while 25% of the money is going towards Edmonton. Okay, do we smell an upset here? Do we? I think Edmonton possibly gets their tracks on board maybe with the victory here. That plus 130 on the money line looks pretty good to me. Even a puck line at plus 1.5 for Edmonton. I really truly think that this team comes back here with a vengeance here. They get a W. They can't go to 1-4. I mean, the Edmonton Oilers, man, after all, I mean, McDavid, Draisaitl, Kyle Turris, you have everybody there. I mean, God forbid they go 1-4 in this Edmonton team. Like, the fans will be going nuts. They're going to start calling out McDavid soon enough, and it's only 5 games into the season, not even. So, I like the Edmonton Oilers here tonight. I'm going to lean small on the money line here at plus 130. I like the puck line here as well as plus 1.5. You can also parlay that. I know it's going to be juicy, the puck lines. Puck lines are always juicy if you want to take a dog, of course. But to me, I just feel like the Edmonton Oilers here at plus 1.5 is a good puck line play here. Of course, if you want to parlay that, by all means, do it. I like them on a small lean on the money line as well, plus 130. And I'm going the over 6.5. 6.5. I see a lot of offense here tonight. And, between these two teams, they could let up for 10 easily. 5-5, 6-5 sort of game, 6-4 sort of game. I really do. Hell, even 4-3. We only need 7 goals. So I'm taking the over 6.5 here, no problem. I also lean on the over 1.5 first period as well. That might be juicy, but that's okay because, between these two teams, I really expect to see 2 goals, maybe even 3 after the first period. But again, I like the over first period, 1.5 in this game. I also like the over 6.5 in full with this game. I'm leaning slightly and really lightly on the Edmonton money line here at plus 130. And you know what? They have a chip on their shoulder. And then plus 1.5 on Edmonton. So Edmonton and the overs tonight between the first period and the over 6.5. And that is the Edmonton and Toronto game for tonight. 7 o'clock puck drop there in Toronto. Moving on, 9 o'clock game. So you only have one 7 o'clock game. Of course, this is going to be nationally televised. I mean, they don't want any other games being on during this game. And can't blame them. You can't blame them. So moving on, San Jose and St. Louis. Again, over-under is at 6 between these two teams. They've been cashing out that over relatively easy as well. And St. Louis is at minus 180 on the money line. San Jose plus 160 on the money line as well. And you know what? It's a juicy game. St. Louis, 75% of the money is heading that way, while 25% of the money is going to San Jose's way. I still like St. Louis here. I like the Blues here. I really, really do. At minus 180, I would consider taking the minus 1. Maybe sprinkle a little bit on the puck line at minus 1.5. But if you like the money line, take it. Minus 180. I know it's juicy. Parlay that with, say, Vegas tonight. I like that as well. I like that as a 2-team parlay, actually. St. Louis Blues and the Vegas Golden Knights on a money line parlay tonight. You'll get plus odds, a decent value. Don't spend the juice. You're going to be laying 180 to win $100. It's not worth it. But again, if you're a high roller and you like taking money lines, high juice money lines, by all means, take it. I like St. Louis here tonight at the minus 180. But I'm going to be playing safe here. I want to give you all a money line parlay here tonight. Most likely it's going to be Vegas and St. Louis. So be on the lookout at that. I know a lot of you out there love my parlays, so I try and do at least one every night for each and one of you out there if I can. Like I said, last night we cashed out the puck line parlay at plus 140 between the Red Wings and the Devils. So we were good on that aspect of the evening. So give me St. Louis. Again, I'm all over St. Louis here tonight. Over under 6. I mean, you saw these teams are scoring. They are scoring. It was a good over, an easy over, I should say, the other night. And you got to continue the trend. If they're going overs, you got to take the trend with the over here. So I'm going to lean small. I'm leaning small on the over 6 in this game here tonight. There you have it. But again, I'm all over St. Louis here tonight. I like the minus 180, and I also like the -1 for St. Louis, of course. But again, if you're taking the money line, I highly recommend you put them in a parlay this evening. So there you go, San Jose, St. Louis tonight, 9 o'clock there at the Blues Arena. Moving on, the Minnesota Wild and the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, over/under set at 5. I have 5 here on many books. Some books are at 5.5. It is a matter of time until this moves up to 5.5. But listen, here's one of those 5 spots where you say, all right, well, look what happens. Philly Pete last year, when you see an over/under at 5, what happened? You better believe it, I took the over 5. You just have to expect a push, ladies and gentlemen. Really, when you see an over/under at 5, you got to take it. I mean, if it loses, big deal. But you just need 2-2. You get a 2-2 game, you're guaranteed the push on the over. So I like the over 5 here. I really do. Again, a light trend on the over 5 between Minnesota and Anaheim. But 60% of the money is going towards Minnesota's way at -135 on the money line. I like that money line as well. Anaheim, 40% of the money going that way as a dog at +115. So there you have it. Minnesota -135 on the money line. Anaheim +115 on the money line. 60% of the money is going to Minnesota. 40% of the money is going towards Anaheim in that small dog of an upset here. Again, over/under set at 5. I'm leaning small on the over 5 just because I like that 5 spot. I always have and I always will. So lean lightly on that over 5. Minnesota on the money line, I expect them to bounce back in this game here. I really like that -135 play as well. Not too juicy and just the right number for me to take. I really like that, and I really expect Minnesota to bounce back here as well. A 2-1 record. I expect them to come back firing, and I expect them to win here tonight against Anaheim. So once again, Minnesota on the money line -135 against Anaheim, and a small lean on the 5. Now, if you have 5.5, if you want to take it. But again, if you have a 5, I just trend lightly on it. Put a little pocket dollar on there. Don't go crazy with it. But again, my more stronger play for tonight's game is Minnesota. So there you have it. Minnesota, Anaheim. Give me the Wild on the money line at -135. And give me a small dollar piece on the over 5 if you had the 5 in your book. So there you have it in Anaheim tonight. That's a 9:30 game as well. And then the nightcap, 2 10 p.m. games. Number 1, Arizona Coyotes and the Vegas Golden Knights out there in Sin City, which we call Las Vegas, Nevada. The Knights, -200 on the money line. Arizona +175 on the money line. Arizona gave them a good game, at least for the first period. They were riding and striding big time in that first period. They were up 2-0. And then, of course, Vegas showing their true colors. We're like, we're just playing with you all. We really are. So we'll take care of this one. And I think they take care of business here tonight as well. Vegas, 80% of the money swaying into the Knights' way. That is a big number, obviously, while 20% of the money is going to Arizona at the +175 dog here as well on the money line. So you can't really go wrong here. I like Vegas here. The -200 is absolutely too much for my liking. This is why I'm putting them in a 2-team parlay here tonight, so be on the lookout for that. That will be a Twitter play. You can guarantee that. Give me the Blues, -180. Match that up with the Vegas, -200, and a 2-team money line parlay there for Philly Pete. There you have it. I'll be surprised if this doesn't hit. I will be surprised. I will be surprised here. But again, 80% of the money is going towards Vegas. 20% of the money is going towards Arizona here. Again, Vegas -200 on the money line. And Arizona +175. The over/under is set at 5.5. Now, the over/unders here, like I said, the last 10, over the last couple of games here, Vegas is 2-1 with the over, and Arizona is 1-1. So, when you think about this, you could think about, listen, does Vegas not allow them to score. But again, we know Vegas can score. It just depends if Arizona can score a goal. And in this case, they did a couple nights ago. So I am lightly trending on the over 5.5 in this game. But again, my money is on Vegas here tonight. I also like them -1 as well in this game against Arizona. But I think the safest play here tonight is definitely the Blues money line. Mash it up with the Vegas Golden Knights money line. And there you have it for this evening's game between Arizona and Vegas in Sin City. Once again, it's a 10 o'clock puck drop out there. Slightly on the over 5.5, and give me Vegas all day. And last but not least, we have the Montreal Canadiens against the Vancouver Canucks. What are we saying here, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be a back-and-forth sort of game. Over-under set at 6. Vancouver +110 as a dog. Montreal -130 as a favor here tonight. This is going to be a pick'em by the time everything's said and done here, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. 55% of the money is going towards Montreal's way. 45% of the money is going towards Vancouver's way in what should be a very entertaining night. Does the Canucks have that offense? Can they score more than a couple goals? Okay. We saw a little bit the other night when they played Calgary. Not enough, though. Not enough. They need to score more than 2 goals, more than 3 goals. Will they get that tonight? Possibly. I mean, between those young guys that they have, and you look ahead at Montreal as well and be like, hey, listen, I mean, these guys are unbelievable. I mean, there's a lot to think about with this Montreal team. They're a good team. Again, this is a Philly Pete Stanley Cup future as well at 50-1 here. So, I mean, I like what they've been doing so far. I like the way Montreal's been playing. I really, truly do. But I want to go ahead here, and I like the over 6 in this game. Okay? I think we're going to see goals. We really will. And I think Vancouver scores it. I honestly think Vancouver scores more than 2 goals here tonight. Do I see team total over 2.5 for Vancouver? Possibly. I could see that. I could see Vancouver scoring at least 3 goals here tonight. They have offense. It's just a matter of time till when they wake up. And I'm hoping tonight they do that. So I like the over team total 2.5 for Vancouver tonight. I like the over 6 in this game here as well. I think we're going to see goals tonight as well in this game. And this is a tough to call play here as well. The Canucks are due for a win as well. They do. They absolutely are due for a win here. And at +110, I do like that. I absolutely do like the money line here. I mean, I do like a small trend here on the Canucks money line. But again, it's just back and forth. It really depends on Vancouver. I am strongly leaning on the over 6. That's for sure. I expect goals here tonight, and a team total of 2.5 over for the Canucks. And again, a slight lean on the Canucks on the money line at +110. Some books are even at +115. I have to imagine that this team does wake up and gets a victory. Okay, they really do. Montreal's been playing really good lately, obviously, as well. But again, that's there you have it. You heard it here first. Over under Grand Salamis. I know I just got a message right now at 30.5. You could look at that and be like, all right, listen, if I expect more than 6 goals in this Vancouver game. I expect more than 6 goals, definitely in this Edmonton and Toronto game. And St. Louis and San Jose, I do as well. It really comes down to this Minnesota game and Arizona. Okay, I know I mentioned the overs basically in all these games, so why not? That is another small little dollar pocket money for me to put in as well. It probably won't be a Twitter play. I'm not a big fan of Grand Salamis, but if I had to take a guess, over 30 or over 30.5, whatever your book has, take a small little dime on that. But again, it's not my cup of coffee. I really don't play Grand Salamis. So again, this is all on you. But again, I like I said, I will say it again. I would not mind taking the over 30.5 for a Grand Salami. Again, it is small money when I do that, if I do that, which is a rarity. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, I'm out of time. Look out for my plays for later on this evening. Clients, look out for yours. New clients that just signed up, I will get to you right after this show. Thanks again for signing up and supporting Philly Pete. Everyone else, have a great Wednesday afternoon. Be safe, wear a mask, and I'll be back tomorrow. Same place, same time, 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 a.m. Western time. I'll see you guys. Bye.